Ladies and gentlemen of the Information Technology Division, your commitment to service never ceases to amaze me. I'm inspired daily by your innovation and your inspiration and your initiative. You know, in our line of business, challenges are a daily occurrence. We have technical challenges, we have policy challenges, we have training challenges, but you're never daunted by those. And I want to give just a few examples of your recent accomplishments. You rolled out the Windows 7 upgrade to 10,000 users in just a few months. Let's see, you designed and planned the data center that will support special operations forces around the globe. You empower Navy SEALs, Army Rangers, Air Force search and rescue forces all over this planet because of your resourcefulness and tenacity. And most recently, you designed a wireless network technology that will be operational in a secure facility. Ladies and gentlemen, you are setting the precedent for mobile computing in a classified environment. That's just an example, or a few examples, of what you do every day in facing technical, policy, and training type of challenges. But what about the new challenge that's upon us? We have the challenge of financial constraints. I think you're all familiar with the furloughs that we experienced here in July and August. Well, Secretary of Defense Chuck Hagel says that those furloughs, let me remind you, that's about a 20% pay cut, that there's a high probability they will continue in fiscal year 2014. And if you don't remember, fiscal years in the government start 1 October. That's next week. So that tenacity and that resourcefulness, I ask you to bring to this new challenge of financial constraints. So Secretary Hagel reminds us all about the furloughs, but do you realize there are $52 billion that the Department of Defense must cut from their budget? $52 billion. He's warning us that it isn't going to be just furloughs, that out of an 800,000 workforce, we may have up to 6,000 or more layoffs. Right now, the Department of Defense plan, just a plan, it's not for sure yet, but there could be up to 6,000 layoffs. I'm focusing at the moment on civilians, but there are military in the audience as well in our division, and the cuts aren't limited to just civilians. So the Pentagon, they are looking at supporting that $52 billion cut with decreasing military end strength, not just next year, but for the next several years. And this is going to happen quickly, because it takes a while for that funding, those savings to incur and catch up, so they want to make those cuts immediately. I hate to be the bearer of additional bad news, but it isn't just cuts. Over the years, military pay raises have always been equal to or better than inflation, the rate of inflation. Most recently, I read that the Pentagon is looking at the pay raise being much less than even the rate of inflation for our military forces. So, I say again, you have successes under your belt. You have tenacity, you have resourcefulness. When we are facing challenges, real challenges, we're facing smaller pay raises, we're facing furloughs, we're facing layoffs, but we're facing them together. So I want you to know this so you can be aware and do some planning, do some proactive planning. One thing you can do is talk with your family about these realities. Consider some more conservative spending habits. You might want to dust off that resume. Look at alternative employment opportunities. It's best to be prepared, because we know that you're smart folks. You're in the information technology arena. We've had those successes I mentioned earlier, so you can do it. And guess what, folks? You're not alone in this. We're all in this together. Whether you're in civilian clothes or in the uniform, we are in this together. So I understand that it's natural to be concerned given the economic environment we are working in today, but your division has resources for you. We have financial counseling available, we have stress management counseling available. All of these things are available not just for you, but for your families as well. So I ask you to use that resourcefulness, that tenacity, that innovation, that initiative that rolled out Win 7, that built that data center, and that's setting the precedence with mobile computing, and bring all of that to this new forefront of challenges that we face. Because I believe that as a team, we'll get through this. This is not new. We can do this, and we can do it together. With that, I open the floor. Does anyone have any questions for me at this time? No questions. All right, Stanford.
Yes. What is your most proud accomplishment as a leader? Someone that empowered themselves to step forward in today's society.
Well, that's an outstanding question, Stanford. Thank you very much. My most proud experience is just what we're facing today. It's when we're up against the challenge, up against the wall, and we come together as a team. Regardless, like I said, this isn't just a civilian thing. This isn't just a military thing. This is us together facing a challenge that we know that we can overcome through creativity and positive attitude. I appreciate your time, and again, I'm here for any questions afterwards or if you need those resources I mentioned earlier.